Greetings everyone. What happens to a forest after a forest fire? If you don't know the answer to this question, kindly watch the award-winning animated short film called Ember. This movie can show you the answer to this question. This short film introduces us to a nature spirit, and she is responsible for the growth of vegetation in her forest. One day, she encounters the devilish Ember Man, and he tries to destroy all the vegetation of her forest. The nature spirit puts up a tough fight against that Ember Man. Finally, that Ember Man overpowers her, and he reduces her forest to ashes. The nature spirit lies dejectedly on the charred floor of her burnt forest. Surprisingly, the Ember Man comes to her. He pacifies her and he shows her a magic. Kindly watch this movie to witness the magic that happens at the end of this movie. This movie offers a visual treat for us. As you watch this movie, you will be greatly attracted by all the vibrant colors of this movie. Among the five forces of nature, fire is always vilified. Fire has always been shown as a destroyer. But this is one of those rare movies which shows fire as a supporter of creation. Every forest has dead trees and dead plant matter on its surface. Over time, the dead and decaying matter of a forest form a thick layer on the forest floor, and they inhibit the nutrients and the sunlight from reaching the forest floor. The canopy of the overgrown trees of a forest obstructs the sunlight from reaching the forest floor. A forest fire is a natural mechanism to burn the dead and decaying matter of a forest, and it reduces them to ashes. A forest fire clears the overgrown shrubbery and trees of a forest. A forest fire is undoubtedly a disastrous event. It kills thousands of animals. But shortly after a forest fire, all the birds and animals that escaped the fire will return back to the burnt forest. The ashes from the forest fire will provide the essential nutrients for the regrowth of vegetation in the burnt forest. Very soon, the seeds that lie on the forest floor will begin to germinate. The burnt trees will begin to sprout branches. Over time, the burnt forest will turn into a lush forest again. But with this explanation, I don't mean to say that a forest fire is always good for us. Instead, I want you to observe as of how life always manages to find its way out of even such unfortunate incidents. Did you know that the world that we live in today has experienced 5 mass destruction events in the past? Some 444 million years back, our planet almost froze. All the water of our planet got trapped in ice caps, and so the sea levels reduced by hundreds of feet. And this resulted in the death of almost 85% of all the species that lived in that age. And life took millions of years to recover from that incident. And then some 375 million years back, the oxygen level of our oceans reduced considerably. And this resulted in the death of 75% of all the species that lived in that age. Approximately 252 million years back, life on Earth witnessed the single worst event it has ever experienced. That incident is called the Great Dying Incident. And the trigger for that mass destruction was a massive volcanic eruption on a vast volcanic complex. They erupted around 720,000 cubic miles of lava. Almost 96% of all the marine species and 3/4 of all the land animals were wiped off from our planet due to that disaster. And life took millions of years to recover from that incident. And some 200 million years back, the temperature of our planet rose. And as a result of that, almost 75% of all the species that lived in that age died out. The most recent mass destruction that we have witnessed took place just 66 million years back. And the trigger for this mass destruction was an asteroid. A massive asteroid hit our Earth near Mexico. And the impact of that hit triggered volcanic eruptions and tsunamis. And it was this mass destruction event which wiped off dinosaurs from our planet. Back then, almost 1,000 species of dinosaurs roamed on our planet. So in all these events, just look at how life has managed to find its way out. Did you know that our cockroaches were contemporaries of the mighty dinosaurs? These cockroaches have survived 3 mass destruction events. They have even survived the Great Dying Incident. Our cockroaches have survived those changes which even our mighty dinosaurs were not able to survive. As Charles Darwin says, it is not the strongest of the species that survives. It is not the most intelligent of the species that survives. But the ones that survive are those which are capable of adapting to changes. The simple universal truth applies to our day-to-day life as well. And thank you.
Why do we have to learn idioms? இந்த கேள்விக்கான பதில்
செய்கிறாள், அவர்கள் செய்கிறார்கள், நாம்
How are you? ஆங்கிலத்தில் நம்ம யாராவது நம்ம கிட்ட how are you அப்படின்னு கேட்டாங்க.
So இந்த மதர் போடுற இந்த எஃபர்ட்ஸ்க்கெல்லாம் ரிசல்ட் கிடைச்சதா, அந்த பையன் ஸ்கிரீன் அடிக்ஷன்ல இருந்து வெளியே வந்தானா அப்படின்றதுதான் இந்த ஷார்ட் ஃபிலிமோட ஸ்டோரி.
சினிமா அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ரொம்ப ட்ராக் பண்ணக்கூடாது. சினிமா அவ்வளோதான்.
இங்கிலீஷ் கிராமர் ரொம்ப போர் அடிக்குது, ரொம்ப பயமா இருக்கேன், ஏன் அப்படிங்கிற கேள்விக்கான பதில் தான் நம்மளோட டிஸ்கஷன்.
Subscribe to our channel for fun facts, lessons on English, and tips for public speaking.